Every one of us shows some level of weirdness in our behavior, but some take this bizarreness to a new level. And the same holds true about families where every member contributes to this weirdness. Here we have brought some of the weirdest families from across the world. These families will change your belief that it is only your family, which at times behaves weirdly. These families are worth calling the wonders of today's world. Before moving ahead to the video, don't forget to like our video, which will display your love for our effort. Let's move to the amazing stuff. Lo and behold. Number 10. The Chana Family, Mizoram. You might have heard of many wonders of India, but this one is neither about its history nor its architecture. It is about a weird family living in the Mizoram state of India, called Chanas, the largest family in the world. This family is known for the number of its members. Some weird stats about this family are: head of the family, Zaina Chana, wives, 39, children, 94, daughters-in-law, 14, grandchildren, 36, total members, 184. You might be amazed by these facts, but yeah, they are real. There is no family comparable to the Chanas because of the number of members. This family lives together in a single home with more than 100 rooms. The head of this family really loves the company of his wives, and the locals claim that he has more than 6 wives near him at a time. This family resembles a commune where all the members perform daily chores. Food consumption is weirder than the other facts about it. Number 9. The Duggar Family, Arkansas, the USA. Let's talk about another weird family whose reason for the weirdness is the same as the Chanas. This family isn't from India, and you'd be amazed when you come to know about it. The Duggars are from Arkansas, one of the most developed nations in the world, the US. This weird family is known for the children that Jim Bob Duggar and Michelle Duggar have. This couple belongs to the Baptist faith, and for this reason, it abstains from using contraception. This weird family was featured in a 2015 show on TLC named 19 Kids and Counting. What adds to the weirdness of Duggars is that their every kid's name begins with the letter J. The parent of Duggars was married in 1984, and since then, they have focused mainly on one thing: making babies. Their first child was born in 1988, and since then, they haven't brought this process to a halt. The reason that led to the weirdness of parent Duggars is the death of their second child. Since then, they have been fanatic followers of the Baptist faith. Their children are not allowed to watch TV, and their internet use is closely monitored. Number 8. The Manson Family, psychopaths under a single roof. One usually comes across the news of a serial killer in a town, and the narration of events is chilling. But what about a family that is comprised of no sane people but serial killers? Yeah, you heard it right. It's the story of the Mansons, a family of psychopath serial killers. This weird family is known for the serial killers it has given the world. The most famous is Charles Manson, a failed singer turned serial killer. He carried out a series of murders for 2 years, i.e. from 1969 to 1971. This weird family remained active in California in the 60s and 70s. The Mansons would remain under the effect of LSD and perform criminal activities. Ugh, the weirdest step by Mansons was the entry to Hollywood actress Sharon Tate's house and her murder. The head of this family presented himself as a holy warrior, killing people to bring closer the apocalypse. Number 7. Arrow and Leia, the vampire couple. Agree? Doesn't it sound weird talking about vampires in the 21st century? HD find it unbelievable. But why? The vampire couple we are talking about is Arrow Draven and Leia Benninghoff. This weird couple is in love, feeding each other's love with blood. I don't believe it, but it's a weird fact. This couple was bonded in wedlock, and this happened creepily. They tied the knots on Halloween in 2013 to add to their vampire aura. They did so by drinking each other's blood. They continue the same tradition and feed each other with their blood every week. What makes it most unusual is the difference in their age. Arrow is 38 while Leia is 20, and they met through a dating app. They believe that drinking each other's blood is more intimate and pleasing than making love. They have made the vow to feed each other blood, and they are keeping it. Doesn't it appear weird? These two are our modern-day vampires, living the vampire lifestyle. Number 6. The Marshall Family, fake boob lovers. It sounds weird talking about obsessions, especially when they grow abnormal. This story is about the Marshalls, a family where women are obsessed with boob transplants. The Marshalls are a Britain-based family who has spent much on boob enhancements. It is a family of 6 people, out of which 5 have worked on plastic surgery for their boobs. The younger girl, who refuses to do so, is an exception to this. This family has spent more than $65,000 on this job. The younger daughter of Chantal Marshall, Brittany Marshall, believes that her natural boobs are the best. Chantal and her daughters have had more than 9 surgeries to enhance the appearance of their breasts. Doesn't it look crazy when mom encourages her daughters for plastic surgery? This is the case in the Marshall family. Chantal is trying to encourage Brittany Marshall to go for a boob op, and she believes that one day Brittany will be convinced. Number 5. The Dwarf Family, India. India is famous for many things. It is a land of mysteries where a range of mysterious events occur. It is this land of mysteries where a dwarf family lives. This weird family is different from other people because of their height. It is the Chauhan family in Hyderabad, Telangana state of India, where this differently born family lives. Though they face the consequences of being dwarf, they can't change it. Some of the members of this family have died as the result of the genetic problem they face. 9 out of 11 members suffer from achondroplasia and are teased by the normal members of society. Some of the Membihi are not able to. When this family comprised 21 members, 18 out of them were dwarves. This is so unusual for other members of society. The Chauhans are unable to get proper jobs and face ridicule when they attempt to get a job. This unique family, headed by the 55-year-old head, Ramraj Chauhan, being stigmatized, Ramraj cannot get a good source of earning and works as a helper in a shop and wedding waiter to make ends meet. This problem of dwarfism has continued in this family for 3 generations. The first person to get this genetic problem in the family was Shankar Raj Chauhan, who was only 3 feet tall. Number 4. Plastic surgery lovers, Pixie Justin. It is fine if something abnormal is natural, but what if an obsession makes a family crazy? This is true about the plastic surgery lover couple, Pixie and Justin. This is a couple of plastic surgery addicts who have spent thousands of dollars enhancing their bodies. Their obsession with Barbie and Ken led them to spend more than 380,000 pounds on achieving their ideal appearance. Pixie is 30 years old, and once she began plastic surgeries, she hasn't put an end to that. Some of her surgeries include removing ribs, changing eye color, modifying eyelashes, nose enhancement. She has undergone breast op 4 times. Justin Jedlicka was the ideal fit that the Barbie Pixie could find. He has also undergone several surgeries, including shoulder, bicep, and facial surgeries. If their cosmetic surgeries are combined, they have undergone 450. These 2 plastic-loving legends are not romantically involved, but still provide support to each other's efforts. Number 3. The Gray Family, Outlaws Challenging the U.S. Various criminal groups have challenged the rule of law in the U.S., but somehow they have been brought to justice. An exception to it is the Gray Family. This family lives in Texas and has been on the run for many years. This outlaw family comprises more than a dozen men and women who are insistent on breaking the rule of law. This family is headed by John Joe Gray, a person of Scottish descent. It has been more than a couple of decades since this family has been at war with law enforcement agencies. This family is one of the weirdest and believe in befitting response to any harm done to them. According to them, they believe in eye for an eye and don't fear any person. What makes their case strange is their area of residence, covering 19 hectares. This area is enclosed and they don't allow police or any other law enforcement agency to enter it. It might seem more like a TV script, but this family exists in real. It is reported that John Joe has plans to blow roads and other infrastructure in Texas. He is claimed to be a major threat to peace in the area. The Grays grow their own crops and are considered the criminals on the run for the longest period. Several documentaries have been filmed about Grays and their way of life. Looks more than weird. Number 2. The Rapunzel Family, Long Hair. Some of you might feel it weird to call long hair weird, but we have added this family to the group of top 10 weird families because of the specialty that the female members of this family have. This family is called real-life Rapunzel because their long hair hasn't been trimmed. Tier Lynn Svetelsich Russell and her daughters have hair longer than we can imagine, exceeding the length of 6 ft. Tier Lynn has 5 children, out of which 3 are girls. Her daughters resemble her in hair. She hasn't allowed her daughters to cut their hair, and it grows. Tier Lynn herself doesn't use shampoo, while she uses it for her daughters. She narrated a personal anecdote of shampoo use. When the due application of shampoo, her hair got heavy and she fell. This looks weird, but it is real and can be verified. This family lives in Illinois, US, and has won many awards for their weird length of hair. Number 1. The Pipi Family. The serial killer clan, the Pipi family tells the chilling story of cold-blooded murders that took place in Russia. This family included Inessa Tarverdieva, her husband Roman Pipi, and their 2 daughters. This family killed at least 30 people and showed the mental status of psychopaths. This family was involved in cold-blooded murders of various innocent people, and it is estimated that this toll exceeds 30. Mr. Pipi was killed in a police raid while his daughter Victoria was killed by a victim in response to her attempt to murder the victim. The only person left and arrested by the police was Inessa, who gave the police the details of their crimes. This family has done the weirdest crimes during robberies. Their case resembles that of American criminal Ma Barker, who was finally gunned down by the FBI. Stay connected for more interesting stuff, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.